CricketSong with Lunar Wisdom, and this video is going to be discussing chakras. I had a viewer subscriber ask me a few questions in regards to chakras, and this is going to be my opinions, insights, and the information that I've gathered about chakras. So the questions specifically are, what is a chakra? How do you incorporate it into your practice? Do you use it for meditation, and if so, how? And do you connect the chakras to certain stones? Okay, so from my understanding, chakras are the main energy centers within the human body. I suppose it could be in other, like animals as well, but I'm not certain about that. It is a concept that is used in Hindu metaphysical spirituality. And like I said, there are these 7 main energy centers within your body. And for me, I imagine them, lined up along the spinal column. You know how your spinal column is connected to your head and it goes all the way down to your tailbone. I imagine the chakras are lined up like that within my body. So beginning at the bottom is the root chakra, and I imagine it as the color red. And then after the root chakra, moving up the spinal column, like around your navel, is your sacral chakra, and it is orange. Then it goes up to your solar plexus, which is like in the area where your diaphragm would be, and that is yellow, and like I said, the solar plexus. And then moving up to your heart is green, that is the heart chakra. Your throat is blue, the throat chakra. Then you have your third eye, which is indigo or purple. That's your third eye chakra. And then your crown chakra, I imagine, as white. I do understand that there's a couple of chakras above your crown chakra, and there is one below your root chakra, but I don't work with them very much in my personal practice. So these, like I said, are energy centers, and I imagine them as swirling energy in that area. That's where the energy is gathered, like a vortex within my body. How do I incorporate this into my practice? Generally, the only way I really incorporate the idea of chakras in my practice is through meditation. And since I have started taking yoga classes, they speak about chakras in the yoga class that I take as well. So I also work with, the energy centers or the chakras in that way. A lot of visualization. If I'm looking at the main chakras that really play an important role in my personal practice is my solar plexus, my heart, and my third eye. Those are the ones that I really work with the most. The root chakra too, when I'm trying to do grounding visualizations. But a lot of it just is the idea that this is where the energy gathers, and if I'm looking to pull energy from certain areas, that's when the whole idea of chakras come into play. So how do I use this for meditation? Well, I have a couple of meditations that I do that really talks about pulling energy up from the earth or down from the heavens, and going through the whole idea of the energy centers and taking in that energy, and then once it gathers in that energy center, sort of like pushing it out through the other areas of my body depending on what type of intention I'm working with. And then, grounding myself into the earth, into Mother Earth, and grounding my energy in that way, and then pulling energy up from the earth and sort of traveling along my spine through the chakras to then, from below to above, or as above from below, doing that whole sort of balancing. That's how I would work with it. But you can Google, chakra meditations, and it can really help you sort of find the balance of your energy within your body, spreading it through, the idea of a chakra system to get that energy, balanced and flowing freely through your body. And do we connect the chakras, or do I connect the chakras with certain stones? Crystals and tumble stones do not play a large role in my personal practice. I will do energy grids energy grids or crystal grids or stone grids. I have one actually set up with some citrine. And I use quartz crystal quite frequently when I'm doing divination, and I have a Lemurian seed crystal I work with. But sometimes I wear I wear an amethyst point, and I wear a hematite ring. But those are generally the stones that I work with. I don't work with a lot of stones. So I suppose if you want, I mean, an idea is you can set up like a grid underneath your bed, or align chakra stones underneath your bed to help energize each chakra. And you can create your own, like color-coded chakra set with stones that match the color and the intention of that chakra. So for example, if you start with the root and you imagine it as red as I do, then you would look for red stones with the intention of what the root chakra intention is. So the root chakra for me is very grounding. It grounds you to the earth. It is in touch with all your sort of like basic needs and stability, all of that, like an earth. So what stones can you find that may be red that would also carry the intention of a grounding stone, really, keep you connected to your basic needs and the earth? And then, moving up to the sacral chakra, which is an orange, what stones, orange stones, would you connect with that? And then your solar plexus, what stones would you connect with yellow? And then you can go to the heart, green. What stones would you connect with green? Although for me, if I'm thinking of a heart energy or a love stone, I think more of rose quartz, but that's a pink stone as opposed to a green stone. So I suppose you could do that. I mean, I really feel like when it comes to working with stones and working with your energy centers, it's going to be a very personal experience, because you know what your energy feels like, and you have specific color correspondences with the energy, with your own personal energy. And I feel like it's really important for you to connect with that when you're working with energy. So working with the chakras, working with energy, and then making and building a relationship with your stone should be a very personal thing. So I would tell you or encourage you to get in tune with that, and then pick the stones that would work for you. I know you can go online, I know you can look in crystal books and find the stones that they say should be a chakra set stone. In fact, I have a couple of books on my bookshelf. I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to go get those books and see what they suggest for you. Okay, so the two books that I have here is The Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. I'm going to look in this one. And then I have this Crystal Healing, The Practical Guide to Using Crystals for Health and Well-Being by Simon and Sue Lilly. So let's see what they say when we're talking about crystal or chakra grids. Okay, chakra. Chakra 24 to 25. So let's see what they suggest, if they have suggestions on what stones should be used. Yes, they actually do. Oh, actually, no, they don't. They just talk about the chakras in here, but they don't really tell you what stones would work with it. Oh, actually, here we go. Of course, I knew they were going to have it. Okay, so they talk about on page 27, if you have this book, right here, they talk about what stones you should use. So for a grounding stone, they suggest a black, brown, or dark red stone. And they say, oh, they don't give you a specific stone to use. Actually, this is not particularly your root chakra, but a ground chakra. And they have this little diagram on where to place the stone. But they don't really tell you what stones you would want to use in this book, which I find interesting. I actually like the idea that they don't, because they're suggesting that you use the stone yourself. You pick the stone that works for you. So let's see what Judy Hall suggests under chakra stones. Okay, crystals in the chakras. Yes, okay. On page 364 and 365, she has also a chart, and she actually has some suggestions on the chakras that you want to use and the stones that you would want to use from doing like a chakra, one for each chakra. So for your root chakra, she suggests bloodstone, chrysocolla, obsidian, golden yellow topaz, black tourmaline, carnelian, citrine, red jasper, smoky quartz. For your sacral chakra, she suggests blue jasper, red jasper, orange carnelian, topaz, orange calcite, or citrine. For your solar plexus, she suggests malachite, jasper, tiger's eye, citrine, yellow tourmaline, golden beryl, rhodochrosite, or smithsonite. For your heart chakra, she suggests rose quartz, green quartz, aventurine, kunzite, variscite, muscovite, red calcite, rhodolite, watermelon tourmaline, pink tourmaline, green tourmaline, peridot, apophyllite, lepidolite, marganite, green quartz, pink danderite, ruby, chrysocolla, green sapphire. For your throat chakra, she suggests azurite, turquoise, amethyst, aquamarine, blue topaz, blue tourmaline, amber, kunzite, amethyst, lepidolite, blue obsidian, or petalite. Some of these I've never heard of. For your third eye, she suggests that one, apophyllite, sodalite, moldavite, azurite, herkimer diamond, lapis lazuli, garnet, purple fluorite, kunzite, lepidolite, malachite with azurite, royal sapphire, electric blue obsidian, azotylite, atacamite. Crown, she suggests modavite, citrine, quartz, red serpentine, purple jasper, clear tourmaline, golden beryl, lepidolite, purple sapphire. That was for the crown. She does add an earth stone and a higher crown one. Like I said, I know there's other chakras, but I don't work with them. But that's just Judy Hall's suggestions for your chakras with stones that you would associate with that. And like I said, I generally don't do that. But that's all I have to say about chakras. Hopefully this answered my viewers, subscribers' questions. If any of you have suggestions for that individual, please put it in the comments, and hopefully that individual will read the comment section of this video. And as always, I love you. Everything